I am truly honored to introduce our lovely Reverend Virginia Smith, who is a retired chaplain in our hospital. She has been a vital member of our St. Peter's neonatal team for well over 15 years, supporting us and the families of the babies in our service. She is there for everyone and holds their hands in both their happiest and saddest moments in life. Despite various challenges, including COVID, she attends the unit at any time when called to bless or christen babies and stays with families for as long as needed. She's a keen observer, willing to share her honest thoughts, and supports everyone equally in the unit. She's so thoughtful that she has been baking a variety of extremely tasty and beautiful cakes every week for us for over 15 years. She never forgets to bring a special cake for staff working night shifts as well. Each week, she pens simple, thoughtful, yet light-hearted poems based on current affairs to share the joys and the burdens of working in our NHS. With a beautiful smile on her face, she brings hope and joy to all. Her pastoral support has made us all stronger to care for the babies and the families in our service. So, in her own style, Virginia, we love you to the moon and back for holding us together with such positive impact. For us, you have won the prestigious Gopi Menon Awards, as you always come bearing with lovely rewards.
In 2021, Dr. Vex Monoli successfully led the introduction of a newborn pulse oximetry screening programme for all babies in NHS Lothian. Prior to the introduction of the programme, she arranged a Scotland-wide webinar giving staff the opportunity to learn from an expert speaker and from the experiences of other health boards. She also secured funding for the required equipment and wrote a user-friendly guideline which classifies babies using a traffic light system. In addition, she designed a unique coloured dot chart which allows easy comparison of pre- and post-ductal saturations. She ensured pre-implementation teaching reached all staff groups, ranging from home birth midwives to NICU doctors. This ensured equity of access to screening for all babies. Alongside face-to-face teaching, she also recorded a training video, which was made easily accessible through a QR code. She even arranged heart-shaped sweets branded with her key message: anyone can save a life by performing this screening test. Since the programme has been introduced, 98.6% of eligible babies have been screened, equating to almost 6,000 individuals. 3 babies and their families have benefited from an earlier diagnosis of significant congenital heart disease. But Dr. Monoli has not stopped there. She continues to support staff and give feedback to ensure their contribution is valued. She has also supported 2 other health boards to introduce a screening programme using the resources she designed. Dr. Monoli has been instrumental to the successful introduction of this life-saving screening programme. She demonstrates what the perinatal team can achieve under the leadership of an approachable and passionate individual who dedicated time to creating intuitive and realistic guidelines, who understands and is empathetic about the challenges of introducing new ways of working, and who inspires, engages and empowers each member of the perinatal team. For these reasons, we strongly believe she is a deserving candidate for the Outstanding Individual Award.
On behalf of the Scottish Cooling Group, I'm delighted to support Dr. Natalie Mee for this prestigious award. From an undergraduate, Natalie has shown commitment and drive to the care of babies with hypoxic ischemic encephalopathy. Self-proposed electives led to an undergraduate essay prize, and as an FY2, Natalie was involved in a citywide audit across Glasgow looking at the care provision for this group of babies. In run-through training, Natalie joined the Scottish Cooling Group as our trainee representative and has been instrumental to the progress the Scottish Cooling Group has made in a short period of time. Natalie independently runs the annual audit against our framework, collating the report, presenting the findings, and also running a grey cases meeting. On the basis of these findings, the Scottish Cooling Group has gone on to further develop tools to help colleagues identify and treat babies benefiting from therapeutic hypothermia. This includes animation for neurological examination and flowcharts to prompt identification and discussion with cooling centres, really helping to embed the updated BAPM framework. In her run-through training, Natalie has been successful at competitive interview for out-of-programme training with a Scottish Leadership Fellowship, identifying and supporting leaders of the future. Natalie is wholeheartedly deserving of this award, and we support her fully.
Ayubowan, I am Dr. Saman Kumar, consultant neonatologist from Castle Street Hospital for Women, Sri Lanka. I'm the first neonatologist in Sri Lanka. When I started working in this hospital, the NICU was in very primitive stage. I have been able to develop this NICU almost up to the standard of a level 3 NICU in the UK. We have everything except ECMO. I have been able to introduce some groundbreaking interventions in neonatal care, which I learned from the UK, first time in Sri Lanka. The first intervention which I introduced to Sri Lanka is cooling therapy, which was introduced in 2015. The second intervention is nitric oxide therapy, introduced in 2017. The third intervention is human breast milk banking in 2019. The fourth most important intervention which I introduced is neonatal resuscitation system with blended humidified gas. I would like to thank all the donors, the hospital authority, as well as the government for giving me helping hand. Most importantly, I would like to thank United Kingdom for having me for my overseas training, for my postgraduate training. I learned all these interventions from United Kingdom. So thank you very much for helping me to save lives in Sri Lanka.